Hey guys, MetalDriver89 here bringing you another DC Multiverse review. And today, I'll be looking at the McFarlane Toys Arkham Asylum The Joker figure. So looking at the front of the box, you can see the Joker through the window of the box and the DC Multiverse logo. The back of the box features an image of the Joker from the Arkham Asylum video game, along with the other figures that are in this wave. Alright, now that we have looked at the box, let's go ahead and open this figure up and take a closer look at the Joker. Alright, and here we have the Joker figure out of the packaging. But first, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So he comes with a card that features the same image of the Joker found on the back of the box, along with a stand with the DC logo. On the back of the card, it features a data file that has a bio and a read-up of the Joker, which you can go ahead and pause and read it for yourself if you'd like. He also comes with two chattering teeth, one open and one closed. And he comes with a gun that's nicely sculpted, and it fits pretty well in his hand. Alright, and taking a look at the head sculpt, it is very well done. I think the sculpt work on the head looks very good. It looks spot on to how he looks in the Arkham Asylum and Arkham City video game. So for the most part, the paint came out very well on mine. Looks to be maybe a slight smudge or miscoloring of the black shadow. Looks a little bit off-centered on mine right here. But other than that, it looks really good. The paint on the hair looks really good. It's not just one solid green color. It's got lots of different shades, some lighter greens, some dark greens, a little bit of black. The white looks good. The paint around the mouth came out very well on mine. So I really like how the sculpt looks. I like how the hair looks. His hairline looks pretty good too. Everything about this head sculpt really looks great in my opinion. Look at the rest of the body. The sculpt work is really good throughout the figure. So you've got all this nice detailing on the jackets and the shirt underneath. He's got his buttons. Got a lot of wrinkles throughout the jacket and shirt. Line work is sculpted as well. There's a lot of paint as well. It's not just a solid color. So for example, the yellow, got a lot of washing in here. Some different tones, some blacks. The bow tie, it's got some shading in there. So some dark greens, maybe some blacks in there. So that looks really good. The flower got shading as well. Look at the back of the jacket. Looks really good. So from what I can tell, it looks like there isn't shading on the purple. However, due to the sculpt work, kind of creates this natural shading. So it's not just a solid cheap looking plastic. So that looks really good. And look at the legs. Same thing. Got a little bit of extra paint here, but that came right off. Got some more of the sculpt work on the pants. A lot of those wrinkles, those pinstripes. Then his chain here, that is sculpted, so it's not a real chain, so that's a bit unfortunate, but not a big deal considering this is a $20 figure. And you've got his belt here, so it looks like that's a Joker head there, his belt down there. Then looking at the shoes, so they're pretty much a solid color, white, black. Actually, it looks like maybe there's a little bit of shading in the white. Nice sculpt work there. So overall, the body looks good. This is really well done in my opinion. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. Sculpt work is great, the paint is great, and it doesn't seem to have any major paint splotches or mispaint. Alright, and going over the articulation, so the head, I believe it's on a double ball peg. At least the Batman head was, so the head can go that high up, which isn't too high. Looks like the hair hinders the articulation. He can go that far down, and I would suspect he would go further down if it wasn't for his Jay Leno chin. These shoulders have a hinge, so it can go that high up. It can rotate all the way around. There is a butterfly joint here, so allows for extra motion. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. There is a hinge at the wrist, and the wrist can rotate. Now there is torso articulation. It is hidden. It has a rubbery torso here, so it hides the articulation, so he can crunch that far forward, which is pretty good. He can go that far back, which is even better. So again, that torso articulation is hidden by the plastic torso. He can move side to side, and he can twist side to side as well. The legs can go that far out. It can go that high up. Looking at the inside of the leg, from my experience, there does seem to be inner thigh articulation in a lot of these McFarlane toy figures. However, the articulation is pretty stiff, so I might need to loosen this up with some heat, but it does seem to want to move. He has double jointed knees. The ankle can go not too far down. It can go not that high up, so it is hindered by sculpt of the pants here. The ankle can twist, and he has toe articulation. Alright, and here is the Arkham Asylum Joker figure next to the DC Essentials Joker figure. Then here he is next to the NECA Arkham City Harley Quinn figure. Then here he is standing next to the McFarlane Toys Arkham Asylum Batman figure. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the McFarlane Toys Arkham Asylum Joker figure? I think this is really a fantastic figure. I was really happy with the Batman Arkham Asylum figure, but honestly, I think out of those two figures, I think this Joker figure is much better. I think it's a solid figure to keep in your collection if you're a Batman fan. I love the sculpt work on this figure. The paint is really well done, and he has great articulation. So honestly, I think you should pick up both figures, but if you only want one, then get the Joker. So if you like this review, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, I mostly do WWE reviews. However, if I see enough engagement with the DC Multiverse line by McFarlane Toys, I'll start reviewing more of those. As always, stay tuned till the end to see pictures of this figure in action, and I'll see you next time.